story of a divorced mom. If you're watching this, it's probably after Thanksgiving, so I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you all were safe. You didn't eat too much, and get ready because the countdown to Christmas has officially begun, even though a lot of stores have started putting out stuff even before Halloween. So now that that's said and out of the way, today's topic we're going to talk about just the divorce in general and getting through the divorce. There are many different phases that I went through. I still kind of go through them. I don't know why. It could be my generalized anxiety disorder or my panic disorder. But the first thing is it's okay to have different feelings. At first I was angry. Then I was sad. Then I was anxious. Then I was just tired. I was tired of the fighting. I was tired of the struggles, the in and out of courts. The whole process of the divorce can be completely and utterly draining. And they weren't like mediocre feelings either. They were strong, intensified feelings. They would consume my whole day. I went through different phases of when I was angry, I just wanted revenge and I wanted to do all these things. I had a plan out in my head of all the things that I was going to do, how I was going to get it back or get him back. And then I was just like, okay, no, Jenny, get real. You can't do those things. So once I got through all my different feelings of anxious, scared, nervous, exhausted, I started to slowly start feeling happy again. And when I started to feel happy again, I got scared. I'm like, okay, no, I can't be happy because when I was happy, that's when all this kind of came about. So you have to learn to accept your different reactions, your different emotions. Psychologically, we're going to go through different grieving processes, and the grieving process is different for everybody. What I experience, somebody else may not experience, and what somebody else experiences, the next person might not experience. So understanding and recognizing that the grieving process is going to be different for everybody. No two stories are going to be alike. I got a lot of advice from people when I went through the divorce saying, get over it. It'll be okay. It's not the end of the world. You're going to get that. And that advice is horrible because at that time, you don't feel that way. And when people tell you that, it almost like makes you feel worse. If somebody was going through a divorce right now, the advice I would give them is it's okay to grieve. You're going to go, you're going to go through these different stages. You're going to go through these different emotional battles and struggles almost. They're almost a struggle, really, in a sense. So it's okay to have these different feelings, and you need to recognize these different feelings and know that it is okay. When you are feeling these feelings for a little bit longer of a time than maybe you should, then maybe it's time to get a little help. And that's okay too, because some people need help to therapeutically move through such a mind-blowing change to your world, because it is, your whole world is changing. You are a unit. If you have kids, you are a family unit. And now everything that was done together is now being done on your own. And it really is scary. And the next advice would be, give yourself a break. It's once you get through the processes of the emotions and going through the motions and walking through the fire and things finally start to calm down, give yourself a break. Take some time out for you. And one of the things that I think I didn't do well enough was focus on me. I was always about my kids. I let myself go. I let my health go. I let my overall well-being go and my mental well-being go. And what good was I going to do to my kids? Or how good was I going to be for my kids if I wasn't performing optimally as I should? So giving yourself a break and letting yourself function at a lower level than what you normally would was a huge help to me. Whether it was just going out once a month, getting my nails done, getting my toes done, getting my hair done, even that little break can completely make you feel like a different person. And that was one of the things that I love to do. Once I started saying it's okay to do it, because I felt extremely selfish. When I would go out and spend money on myself, I'd say, no, I got to buy the kids clothes. I got to do this because the child support doesn't cover all this stuff. So I felt guilty taking that money away from my kids because I felt that should go to them, and who cares about me? I'm resilient. I'm an adult. I should be able to get through this on my own. Just remembering that you've got to take care of yourself before you can take care of your kids. If you don't have kids, well, then you don't have to worry about that. It should be a lot easier to take care of yourself and, spoil yourself to help you get through it and feel optimal again and feel your 100% best. One of my main support systems were my friends and my family. I know I can call my sister up whenever I want and say, oh my God, listen to what this jackass did. You know what I mean? Or listen to what it's about now. There I go with the ums again. Oh my goodness. So make sure you have a good support system in place from the beginning, the middle to the end, and then afterwards even. Find a local support group. There are many out there. I personally didn't join any. I relied on my family and my friends. But I almost wish I found a support group. I almost wish that I found a place where women were going through the same thing at the same time that I was going through it to help me. And I guess that's the hope for this channel too, is to kind of be an emotional support for people who are going through the same thing. Because it's good to know that you're not alone, that your feelings are normal, that what you're going through is normal. That is huge when you're trying to heal from such a mind-numbing experience. So share your feeling with family, friends, start a blog, journal about your experiences. I've personally journaled. I've kept a journal on and off, more likely on through the beginning and then on and off through the end and even currently. So it helps reduce your stress. Sometimes when you just vent to your friends, don't you just feel better about it? When you call your friends and you're like, oh my God, listen to what happened today. You feel better afterwards. And in a sense, that's what therapy is about. You have someone to talk to in a safe environment and you can just get it all out. You can say those things that you wanted to say. What I did is I wrote him a letter. I said things in there that you would not even imagine. But you know what? I didn't send it to him. But just putting it down on paper and writing it down and getting all those feelings off, it took a huge weight off of my shoulders. So keep your support system in place. If you're just starting to go through the divorce, get a list of family and friends and say, hey, look, you're going to be my go-to person. When I'm having a day, I'm going to call you, I'm going to text you, I'm going to email you, I'm going to FaceTime you, whatever, or we're going to go out for coffee. Get that in place because that's going to be huge to your healing process overall. And it's going to make it easier because it's going to give you an outlet. It's going to give you someone to talk to. One of the biggest challenges I have going through the divorce up until this point is power struggle. Arguments from the ex. You're divorced for a reason, or you're getting divorced for a reason. So obviously you can't argue like a normal couple does or a normal argument. Your arguments may be extreme or they may be non-existent. Some people can actually be divorced normally. I actually say that. How come I couldn't have a normal divorce like everybody else where you get along with their new spouses and you can just be friends and raise the kids? Why couldn't that happen to me? The power struggles that I have to go through are insanely crazy. And one of the most frustrating things about going through the divorce, because we don't agree on everything. I think it's in our agreement that we have to agree on dangerous activities and certain things. He doesn't do that. He doesn't consult me on anything because I know it's because of her, because she's just crazily insecure and it drives me nuts. And when I try to talk to him about it, it turns into an argument. And then he plays a victim a lot. He'll start screaming and yelling and, oh, now you're going to yell at me and now you're going to do this. No, I'm not yelling at you. I'm debating with you. I'm discussing with you, something that's going on about our kids. So if you're having a conversation with your ex and you're trying to co-parent and it's not working out the way you want to do, avoid a power struggle. That's one of the best advices I can give you. I can't tell you how many times I've said to him, you know what, look, listen, we're not getting along right now. Let's take a couple days. Think about what I said. I'll think about what you said, and let's regroup in a couple days. I'll shoot you a text. I'll shoot you a call, and maybe we could try discussing it again. So sometimes when that helps sometimes, and sometimes, well, it doesn't help. And unfortunately, you're not going to agree on everything. This was my favorite part. So once that's all said and done, you're divorced and you got your paperwork and you're trying to co-parent, you're trying to do your best. What I did to help me is I found a new hobby, and I'm very guilty of indulging in my hobby. My new hobby is makeup. I found beauty subscription boxes. I became literally obsessed. I had 4 of them at one point at one time, and absolutely loved getting them in the mail. I felt like I was getting a gift in the mail, and it helped me. It rejuvenated me. It was like, oh, I'm going to look pretty again. And it kind of went into taking care of myself again. You know, I started to do makeup more because now I'm in the dating field again. You know, I got to make sure I'm on point. I got to get my game on, according to Trace Atkins. And that was my new hobby. Going to Sephora, going to Ulta, and getting my beauty box subscriptions was so awesome. It helped me to find myself again. It helped me to rediscover who I am as a person, and has absolutely just made my life a joy. I look forward now every month to my beauty subscriptions. What am I going to get in the mail this time? And I've just learned so much just about beauty, and it was like food for my soul too, because I've really turned into that hobby into a passion of mine. And you know, what kind of new eyeshadow look can I come up with? It really helped me in a time when I was really depressed, because I went through a bad state of depression. I was on medicine for it. I'm still on medicine for my anxiety. I was born with anxiety, I guess. My mom always told me I was very little. I would have panic attacks as a baby and all throughout my childhood and growing up. So the divorce, of course, exacerbated it, but I'll always struggle with anxiety probably for the rest of my life. I'm sure the caffeine I drink doesn't help me either, but I need it to keep going. So take time to explore your interests and do what you like to do. Remember, do you. You got to put yourself first. Yes, putting your kids first is important, but if you're not running at 100%, you cannot be there 100% for your kids either. So it was hard for me to get over that selfishness. Like, I felt like I was being selfish. And I feel like it's hard to get over that hump. So slowly you start to realize, okay, I'm doing this. This is working. And you know, my kids would even say, Mom, you're doing really good. And because I don't talk to my kids about it, but they know when I'm upset. They can read it all over my face. I'm very transparent. And I'll just say, Mommy's upset, but Mommy, you'll be okay. And all I need is a hug from them. And I'm getting emotional. All I need is a hug from them, and it makes everything better. So take time for yourself. Recognize that what you're going through is normal. Your feelings are normal. Your emotions are normal. Find new interests and hobbies to occupy your time. Most importantly, I can't stress this enough, think positively. I am a firm believer in positive psychology. I've got my bachelor's degree in clinical psychology. I'm working on my doctorate in clinical psychology, and I love, I love Carl Rogers' theory, but I also love positive psychology. And I really feel that when you think positive, you attract positive. When you think negative, you're going to attract negative. So if you go out there thinking, oh, I can't do this, I can't find someone, you're not going to find somebody. But when you go out there and you think positively and you say, you know what, I'm going to find a better relationship. I'm going to find someone who's 10 times the man that my ex-husband was. You're going to find it and you're going to attract it into your life. It's very hard to think positively when you are going through such a depressing and emotional time. So what I found really works is I would write positive affirmations on my mirror in a dry erase marker. I'm beautiful. I am pretty. I deserve love. I'm worthy of love. I am wealthy. And I would say that every day. I'd wake up, I'd be getting ready for work, and I'd be looking at the mirror and, okay, I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm worthy of love. And on the very few days that I accidentally was running late and missed doing my daily affirmations, I found myself very down and out and depressed throughout the day. So doing those daily affirmations really, really helped in the overall process as a whole. So those are some of the things that kind of helped me through the divorce. I know that my anxiety will always be a challenge. And even in my current relationship now, my anxiety plays a huge role because I'll be damned in a sense if I'm going to let, the same thing happen to me again. And we've had our fair share of fights about it. He's a good guy. He understands. He says, you can't punish me. And he's right. I can't punish him. And my advice would be to keep the lines of communication open. Be honest about your feelings. Be honest of what you have and what you're going through and the challenges that you face, and work together, as a team. My last piece of advice for this video today is try to keep your kids out of everything. I'm not the perfect parent. I am not innocent. I am almost certain, because my kids are old. They're 10 and 12. I'm almost certain that there have been times that they have heard me have conversations with family, friends, and even their father about certain situations. So I try to keep them away from it as much as I can. And I explain to them that, this is an adult thing. You need to be smart. You need to realize that don't listen to adult conversations. If you're hearing it, put your headphones on, walk away, do your best not to listen to it. I'm almost certain that they listen to it. They're very, very smart kids. I can't hide much from them. So, and I know you're watching, because they like to watch me. I'm talking about you. I haven't come up with names because I don't want to use their names on the internet. I don't want them out there like that. And that's why they haven't been in any of my videos yet. But hi guys. I love you, boo-boos. So that's kind of it for this week. Next week, I will try to come up with another topic. Well, not try. I'll come up with another topic. I'll think it around during the week and kick some ideas around. We can get through this together. We can make it. We're women. I don't know, maybe there's men watching. But we're strong. And we can do it. Take care, everybody. Lots of love. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all next week. Or I'll see you in my weekly vlogs too. Bye, everyone. Mwah.